Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Nothing Edited. What I have in here is a pound of ground beef, and I'm browning it. I'm not going to go through the whole browning process, but I'm going to go through what I add to it. While I'm browning it, I'm going to add my garlic. You're going to see 1, 2 heaping teaspoons of garlic in there. I'm making mock cabbage rolls, but I'm doing it different than the last recipe because I had a friend of mine give me this idea, so I'm going to roll with it. And no, she's not a YouTuber. She doesn't have content. She just watches, and she doesn't want her name out there, so I'm going to respect that. So I'm going to kind of smush that down together around each other. Let that meat brown, let the onions wilt a little bit, and you know what I mean. Saute, get it all married together, and then we'll come back and I'll add ingredients as I go along. But this is the beginning stage of it, so I'm going. This is what's in the pot. As a matter of fact, we can go ahead and add. I got these little beauties here from Lisa D Vlogs, salt and pepper shakers that I had on my Amazon gift list. Thank you, Lisa, again for that. And the pepper. All right, now I added that to it. Let me get that kind of combined in there a little bit. All right. And yes, I know my light's going dim. I'm sorry. There's no sunshine outside. This is a solar light that I'm using. So there's sunshine. It's been just pouring down rain, so there's nothing I can do about recharging it. So we're going to go with what we got. Alright, and the other little thing I want to show you is I have all of this cabbage right there. This is one of my new cutting boards that I got from Lisa from Lisa Northcutt, and I so appreciate this. My God, I cut that. I used this cutting board here for the cabbage, and then I used the other one that's in the sink over there for the onions that are in this pot. And Lisa Northcutt, I really do appreciate all the gifts that you sent to me. And I'll be back when I get to the next step on this. Okay, everyone, I'm back. This is cooked down pretty much. The meat's brown, the onions are wilted. That's all I wanted. And you see I rough cut those onions. This recipe is so forgiving, so you can mess it up 3 ways to Sunday and still come back on top. So what I have here is a ½ cup of water. I have 3/4 of a cup of parboiled rice, as always, me and my parboiled rice. Alright, to that I'm going to add ½ a can of these diced tomatoes from Walmart. They have the green chilies, celery, and onions added to it, but I only want half that can in the bottom. There's a reason for it. Alright, and then I have a jar of traditional pasta sauce from Walmart, and it's 24 ounces. So I will be pouring about half of that, roughly. Okay, you can't see the label, so I'm going to say that's half of that. We're going to give that a good stir. Now, all right. Now, the meat, the onions, everything's all combined together there. Let me move the spoon out of my way, please. Okay. Then I will be adding the cabbage. Put the cabbage on top. Pick up cabbage, it goes everywhere. We okay, we good with that. Alright, put that down in there. Now, y'all, I'm not going to stir this. I'm going to put the cabbage on top. Like so. Okay. Press that a little bit with my hands. Alright. Then I'm going to hit it again with the black pepper. And a dash of salt. Y'all know my idea of a dash of salt, right? Okay, now on top of that, I'm going to be adding the remainder of the stewed tomatoes. like so. See if I can get that little spread. Just a little bit. Okay, spread that out a little bit. Then to that, I think this is real liquidy. I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup of water to that tomato sauce, to the pasta sauce. Now remember, this is traditional. I maybe should have used the meat flavored, but I'm going with the traditional. I mean, that's what I'm going with. That's what my friend said she used, so that's what I'm going to use. She said it was really good. But you know, we all put our own spin on recipes. Okay, y'all, so next step is to set it and come back to it when it is completely done from cooking, and I'll bring y'all back and show y'all how it turned out and how long it took to cook. And I am using my Aroma rice cooker. You know, it's like a 7-in-1 thing. I will set it to the white rice setting because there's so much in here. Normally I just do the quick rice, but I'm going to do the white rice, and I'll come back and tell y'all how long it took, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I shall return. Okay, y'all seeing it at the same time I am, so I'm going to try to reach around this with the camera and the tripod in the way and stir this. I do want sauce in here. If there's no sauce, it's no good as far as I'm concerned. I actually let it go on the white rice setting, which is not what I normally do. I usually do the quick rice. And I don't believe this cabbage, that cabbage is not, that cabbage isn't cooked enough. I do want it saucy, and this spoon sucks. Alright, so I got to bring the bottom to the top. That's not working. Alright, finally. Okay, y'all see how salty and nice that looks? But in my opinion, it's still not cooked. I'm going to now put it on the quick rice setting. Look how saucy that is. It's going to be really good, y'all, whenever it's up. Matter of fact, I'm going to taste it for seasoning, since I had to take the lid on, uncover it. Taste it for seasoning. Y'all, that has a really good taste. I just don't believe there's any such thing as too much garlic. So I'm going to hit it with quite a bit of garlic. I'm going to also hit it with some onion powder. And just as I always say, a dash of salt, but y'all know better than that. But here we go. I'm going to add some more salt. I do believe it needs more salt. Okay, at this point, I'm going to stir it again to combine everything well. And I'm going to put the lid on it, and we're going to cook it again. Okay, now that did go for 35 minutes. However, in my personal opinion, the cabbage is not cooked the way I want it to be cooked. I want it cooked a little tad bit more than that. And if I can, I'll get a grain of rice off of here. Out. It's not done. Okay. Trial and error. I'll be back when I have to reset it. You have to unplug it to reset it. It has set for 2 minutes. This particular rice cooker here, this Aroma one right there, you have to let it set for at least 2 minutes before you start to cook in it again. I'll bring y'all back when we're done with part 2. Okay, everyone, it's been an additional, well, this is 30 minutes because it was 35 minutes before, and an additional 30 minutes, so what, an hour and 5 minutes. This is what it looks like. Let's see if I can get in there a little closer. Look at that nice sauce. The cabbage is actually done this time. It still has a little crunch, but it's not as crunchy and raw as it was last time when I checked this. So we have the rice, the meat, the cabbage, the onions, tomatoes. Now look at, I mean, that, I don't know about y'all, that looks so good, because when you do your cabbage rolls, you have the sauce with it as well. And this is cabbage rolls without all the work. And so now, let me give it a little taste test here behind the scenes. It's going to be hot, so it's going to take a second. Goodness gracious, that's hot. Rice is done. The cabbage is crunchy, as I said. Has nice salt, nice sauce. It needs more salt. I don't care. I should have let this. I have a salt fetish. Maybe y'all don't, but I do. And I also believe I'm gonna hit it one more time with garlic. Quite a bit this time, because I put last time it didn't phase it. Nor did the 2 tablespoons of or teaspoons of the raw garlic, jarred garlic, and that's onion powder there. So it's a good stir. Get it all good and incorporated. I'm just gonna let it sit here for a couple of minutes till I get ready to serve it up. But y'all, this is a done deal. It did take an hour this time, hour and 5 minutes this time. Stovetop, it would have took about 30-35 minutes, but I wanted to do it this way. So, and we're having AC issues during this rain, so I had to shut it down. That's another reason I cooked it in the rice cooker as opposed to the stovetop. But there you go, y'all. I mean, look at that. That is so good. That looks so good. All right, let's see if I added enough salt, onion, and garlic to it. Now that's good. Okay, y'all. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and by all means leave a comment. And y'all have a great day.